24-year-old Jamal Monroe died on Saturday morning while receiving medical attention at a public hospital. He was shot multiple times on Friday night in Sophia following a feud which started on Thursday over a stolen cell phone, which was eventually returned. An aunt who prefers to remain anonymous spoke with the newsroom prior to a post-mortem performed on the remains today. She pointed out that her nephew went to the assistance of his brother-in-law when he was attacked.
He was at home going on bail, and his brother-in-law was on the road, and he heard the gunshot, so he got out. When he got out, they hold on from the brother-in-law, and they were choking the brother-in-law or something, like a scuffle, and maybe he was bad up or saying something, and they shoot him.
Meanwhile, Monroe's girlfriend, who also prefers to remain anonymous, told the newsroom that her boyfriend's death had nothing to do with another female, but rather the reluctance of the relatives of the suspect to let a previous misunderstanding be placed behind them. She explained that she misplaced her cell phone on Thursday at a shop in the area and went to the proprietor of the shop and reviewed his cameras. There, she observed that the suspect was taking the phone. The police were called in and the suspect was taken into custody along with his mother, and they were subsequently released after it was agreed that the phone would be returned.
He approached the young man, asking the young man for the phone. They ended up into a fight. By his fighting, the young man he pulled back the young man, and they ended up running away.
The newsroom understands that there are several eyewitnesses to the murder, but they are afraid to cooperate with the police given bad experiences before. The newsroom, however, managed to speak with 3 of the eyewitnesses, 2 of whom asked to be off camera, while 1 requested that his identity be concealed.
You kill them. And then anybody come back. And next thing you contact by first start fire, eat with the food. And then man run. Don't want to know it. And next thing you want to make me and me kill them. Type of me and put on street out. And I'm put 2 back in. Man, then type of tell yeah, more them too. Martin kill all them.
Monroe's relatives are contending that he was attacked by at least 5 persons, including a woman, all of whom were armed with guns and who discharged shots at him indiscriminatingly. The newsroom understands that the woman is a security guard and gave her son the company's service revolver to commit the act. It was further stated that based on the statements of the woman, they had planned to rain terror on Monroe and his family. Grandmother of Monroe, Rita Nelson, said that her grandson was a loving individual who would constantly check upon her.
I saw him two weeks ago. He came up to Boris, he and his fiancée. And the last word I get from his granny, I sent some threat for you to receive it. I said no. And he keep calling me. And when I get the threat, when I call him, I was no response on the phone. I keep calling, I ain't getting nothing. I said, no, get the threat, now I'm calling you. You don't answer your phone. I left it like that. But I didn't know it's the phone steal. And because he did.
Monroe is no stranger to the police. He was charged with several armed robberies in the past. The Roy Smith Newsroom.